All right, get ready because today we're gonna be diving into the world of free advertising. And this is your typical marketing seminar. We're going to Nigeria to look at 7hubent Tech.
Oh, wow.
A platform that's using WhatsApp.
Yeah, that WhatsApp.
As a powerful tool to connect businesses with customers.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty clever approach. I mean, you think about it in a lot of parts of the world. WhatsApp isn't just for, messaging friends and family. It's the platform for everything from sharing news to buying and selling goods.
Exactly. And what's even more interesting is our source material comes straight from 7hubent Tech themselves.
Oh, okay.
So they're laying out their strategy.
Yeah.
And their philosophy. And I gotta say, they make a pretty compelling case for why advertising is a must, no matter how small your business is.
Yeah, I mean, they emphasize that a lot. A lot of small business owners think advertising is too expensive, or that they're not big enough yet to even warrant it. But 7hubent's approach is really challenging that thinking, showing you how to get your message out there without breaking the bank.
Right. It's like that moment when you've created something amazing.
Yeah.
Whether it's a product or a service, maybe a work of art, and you're just so excited to share it, but you're not quite sure how to get the word out. And then 7hubent provides a solution.
Right.
And it all revolves around WhatsApp.
Now you might be thinking, hold on, WhatsApp for advertising? Isn't that just for sending, funny memes to my friends? But that's where things get really interesting. 7hubent has created a network of WhatsApp groups, kind of like virtual marketplaces, specifically designed for businesses to connect with potential customers.
Okay, so walk me through this.
Yes.
How does this whole WhatsApp advertising thing actually work?
Well, think about it this way. Have you ever tried a new restaurant? Just based on a friend's recommendation.
Oh, all the time. Word of mouth is the best kind of advertising.
Exactly. 7hubent is tapping into that inherent trust that we place in our communities. They call it the village square effect.
I like that.
Yeah, it's the idea that people are more likely to be receptive to a product or service when it's recommended by someone they already know and trust, like a member of a WhatsApp group they belong to.
So it's not just some random ad popping up on your screen. It's more like a personalized recommendation from a trusted source within a community you're already a part of.
Right, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
And to make it even more effective, 7hubent organizes these groups by specific business categories. Let's say you're selling handmade jewelry. You wouldn't want your message to get lost in a group full of people discussing tech gadgets, right?
Explain that.
Exactly. So with 7hubent, you can join groups that are specifically tailored to your industry, ensuring that you're connecting with potential customers who are already interested in what you have to offer. Imagine hitting a bullseye with your marketing. That's what 7hubent allows.
So how do you actually get started with this? Is it complicated?
Not at all. 7hubent has made the process super simple. First, you head over to their website. A quick Google search will get you there. Then you browse through their directory of WhatsApp groups and join the ones that align with your business category. Whether you're selling food, fashion, or even professional services, they've got a group for you.
Okay, so you've joined the relevant groups. What's next? How do you actually advertise your business within these groups?
That's where the real magic happens. You get to showcase your business to a captive audience of potential customers who are already interested in what you offer. Think enticing product photos, special offers, customer testimonials, anything that highlights the value you bring. And remember, it's not just about dropping your information and running, it's about engaging with the group members, answering questions, and building those all-important relationships.
So it's all about fostering that sense of community and trust that we were talking about earlier. It's not just about making a sale. It's about connecting with people authentically.
Exactly. And here's the best part. 7hubent emphasizes that this entire process is completely free. You're getting access to targeted advertising within engaged communities without having to spend a dime.
Free targeted advertising.
Yeah.
That sounds almost too good to be true. Are there any catches?
Well, naturally. I mean, some people might be a little skeptical. The source material actually addresses this directly. They highlight some of the most common questions they get. And the big one, of course, is it really free? And their answer is a resounding yes.
Okay, I love that they're tackling that skepticism head on. Transparency is key, especially when something sounds this good. But, okay, let's say I'm convinced. I want to give this a shot. Are there any tips or tricks for making the most of this WhatsApp advertising strategy?
Absolutely. Remember, you're not just posting into the void here. You're joining a community. So first and foremost, familiarize yourself with the group's rules and dynamics. Each group's going to have its own culture and etiquette. Take some time to Observe how members interact, what kind of content they share, and the overall tone of the conversations. You want to make sure that your business's presence fits in naturally.
That's such an important point. It's about being a good guest in this digital village square.
Exactly. And speaking of being a good guest, remember that engagement is key. Don't just drop your business info and disappear. Be present, respond to questions, participate in discussions, and build genuine connections with the other members.
So it's kind of like attending a networking event in real life.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just stand in the corner and hand out business cards without talking to anyone.
Exactly. Think of these WhatsApp groups as opportunities to build relationships, not just generate leads. People are much more likely to trust and support a business that they feel a connection with.
Now, I'm curious about the practical side of things. What are some specific examples of content that businesses can share within these groups?
That's a great question. The possibilities are pretty much endless, but here are a few ideas. Eye-catching product photos are always a good bet. People are visual creatures, and a high-quality image can really grab their attention. You could also share special offers or discounts exclusively for group members,
Oh, okay.
creating a sense of value and exclusivity.
I like that. Makes people feel like they're getting a special perk for being a part of the community.
Exactly. Another effective strategy is to share customer testimonials or reviews. Seeing positive feedback from other people can build trust and credibility for your business. You can even get creative and host mini contests or giveaways within the group. It's a fun way to generate excitement and engagement around your brand.
Okay, I'm getting some serious inspiration here. But let's say you're a business owner and you're a bit hesitant to jump into this world of WhatsApp advertising. Maybe you're not sure if it's the right fit for your business, or you're just feeling a bit overwhelmed by the whole thing. What would you say to someone who's on the fence?
I'd say don't be afraid to experiment. Remember, 7hubent is all about providing a free and accessible platform for businesses to connect with customers. There's no risk involved in trying it out. Join a few groups that align with your industry, see how things work, and experiment with different types of content. You might be surprised by the results.
And even if you ultimately decide that WhatsApp advertising isn't the right fit for your business, there's still a lot to be learned from 7hubent's approach.
Absolutely. What's fascinating here is that even though 7hubent is specifically focused on Nigeria, the underlying principles of their strategy are universally applicable.
Yeah, that's what I find so exciting about this deep dive. It's not just about a specific platform or location. It's about a shift in thinking. It's about recognizing the power of community-based marketing and leveraging the trust that already exists within those communities.
Right. It's about understanding that. Effective marketing doesn't always require a huge budget or sophisticated algorithms. Sometimes it's as simple as connecting with people on a human level, sharing your passion and building genuine relationships.
7hubent proves that it's possible to achieve remarkable results by tapping into the power of word-of-mouth marketing within existing online communities.
And I think that's a message that resonates with everyone, regardless of where you're located or what industry you're in.
So even if you're not in Nigeria, take a moment to consider the village squares in your own business landscape. Are there online forums, Facebook groups, or other digital spaces where your target audience is already congregating?
Could you apply some of the principles we've discussed today to connect with those communities in a more authentic and engaging way?
It's an intriguing question.
Yeah.
And it's one that I hope our listeners will take some time to ponder.
Speaking of intriguing questions, the source material actually highlights a real-world example of how effective this WhatsApp strategy can be.
Oh, tell me more. I love a good success story.
They share an anecdote about a t-shirt business that experienced a significant boost in sales after joining 7hubent's network of WhatsApp groups.
That's fantastic. It's always encouraging to hear about real businesses achieving success using these unconventional methods.
It proves that this approach isn't just a theoretical concept. It's a practical strategy that can deliver tangible results.
I'm curious, though, did the source material provide any details about how this t-shirt business specifically leveraged 7hubent to achieve those results?
They did. They shared that the business owner focused on building relationships within the groups, actively participating in conversations, and offering exclusive discounts to group members.
So it sounds like they really embraced that village square mentality we talked about earlier.
Exactly. And it paid off. Their sales increased significantly, demonstrating the power of connecting with potential customers within a community they already trust.
That's such an inspiring story. It's a reminder that sometimes the most effective marketing strategies
Yeah.
are the ones that focus on building genuine connections, rather than just broadcasting messages.
Right. It's about being a part of the conversation, not just a voice shouting from the sidelines.
Well said. And I think that beautifully sums up the essence of 7hubent's approach.
Yeah, it's about shifting from a transactional mindset to a relational one.
And it's about recognizing that in today's digital world,
Yeah.
community is more important than ever.
Now, before we move on, I think it's important to acknowledge that 7hubent isn't just about businesses promoting themselves. It's also about fostering a spirit of collaboration and mutual support within the business community.
Oh, that's a great point. I hadn't considered that aspect before.
Yeah.
How does that play out within these WhatsApp groups?
Well, imagine you're a small business owner in Nigeria, and you're part of a 7hubent WhatsApp group. For entrepreneurs in your city, you're not only connecting with potential customers, you're also connecting with other business owners who are facing similar challenges and opportunities.
So it's like a built-in support network.
Exactly. You can share advice, resources, and even collaborate on projects.
Yeah.
It creates this ecosystem where everyone can benefit from each other's expertise.
That's a really cool aspect of 7hubents that I hadn't fully appreciated before. It's not just about marketing. It's about building a community of entrepreneurs
Yeah.
who can support and learn from each other.
Right. It's about recognizing that we're all in this together. And by working together, we can achieve greater success than we could alone.
I love that message. It's so positive and empowering.
It really does feel like a 7hubent is tapping into something powerful here in a world that can often feel, hyper-competitive and isolating, especially for entrepreneurs. They're fostering a sense of community and shared purpose.
Right, and that's something worth celebrating. It's a reminder that business doesn't always have to be a cutthroat game. There's room for collaboration, support, and even a little bit of inspiration along the way.
Speaking of inspiration, the source material actually touches on the importance of faith and perseverance for entrepreneurs.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they weave in these motivational messages throughout their website and their marketing materials, emphasizing the importance of believing in yourself and your vision, even when things get tough.
That's an interesting angle. It adds this whole other layer to their approach, speaking to the mindset and resilience needed to succeed in business, especially as a small business owner.
Yeah, it's almost like they're not just providing a platform for advertising, they're also providing a source of encouragement and support for entrepreneurs on their journey.
It's like they're saying, hey, we believe in you and we're here to help you succeed. And that kind of message can be incredibly powerful, especially for someone who's just starting out or facing challenges.
Yeah, it can be the difference between giving up and pushing forward, between doubting yourself and believing in your dreams.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into 7hubent tech, what are some key takeaways that our listener can apply to their own business, even if they're not in Nigeria or planning to use WhatsApp for advertising?
I think the biggest takeaway is the power of community. Whether it's an online forum, a Facebook group, or even a local networking event, find those spaces where your target audience is already gathering and find ways to connect with them authentically.
It's about building relationships, not just generating leads. It's about being a part of the conversation, contributing value, and earning trust.
And don't be afraid to think outside the box. 7hubent's approach is a great example of how you can leverage existing resources in creative ways to achieve remarkable results.
So if you're feeling stuck in a rut with your marketing, or if you're just looking for new ways to connect with your audience, take inspiration from 7hubents.
Explore unconventional avenues. Embrace the power of community. And remember that sometimes the most effective strategies are the ones that focus on building genuine connections.
And never underestimate the power of believing in yourself and your vision.
The world needs what you have to offer.
Beautifully said. Well, that's a wrap on our deep dive into 7hubent tech and the power of WhatsApp advertising. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.